paragraph. So here the on coming home now beta he got ashes from the greedy couple. Okay, he got ashes. Now he came back to his house. On coming home, the old man took his wife into garden. It being winter, their favorite cherry tree was bare because it was the winter season and cherry tree was not having any kind of flower or fruit on the tree. So it was bare. Bare means without any flower or fruit here. So he sprinkled a pinch of ashes on it, sprinkled like spread karna, theek hai, like we sprinkle salt on our dishes, है ना, like that. So he sprinkled a pinch of ashes on it, and lo means what a surprise. It sprouted blossoms until it became a cloud of pink blooms which perfumed the air. So sprouted means to grow and blossom means flowers. So suddenly what happened? Some flowers just grew from the seeds until it became a cloud of pink bloom. So the whole tree was covered with flowers and it was looking like a cloud. And it perfumed the air. The fragrance was so nice that it filled in the air. The news of this filled the village, and everyone ran out to see the wonder. So it was the winter season. All the cherry trees were bare, and all the cherry trees were without any kind of flowers. But only one tree in the house of that old couple that was full of pink flowers. So all the villagers came out and just to see the wonder. Then covetous means greedy. Greedy couple also heard the story and gathering up the remaining ashes of the mill. जो ashes बची हुई थी उनकी mill में of the mill, the what did they do? They just gathered it, collected it, and kept them to make withered trees bloom. They also tried to ब्लूम द ट्रीज. ठीक है, उन्होंने सोचा हम भी एक दिन क्या करेंगे, वील जस्ट स्प्रिंकल इट ओवर द ट्री एंड फ्लावर्स वुड कम. नाउ द काइंड ओल्ड मैन. अब टाइम टू टाइम डाइमियो हमने पढ़ा था ना, डाइमियो इज द लैंड ओनर, ही इज द वेरी रिच पर्सन. और now time to time they used to pass from the street with their wife and with their children. Maybe वो एक बड़ी सी carriage में बैठे होते थे and they used to pass through that street. So the kind old man, hearing that his lord the daimyo was to pass, a kind old man got the news that daimyo would soon pass along the हाई रोड. ठीक है, उसको पता चल गया कि एक डायमियो ने यहाँ से जाना है, ठीक है, उसके घर के बाहर से. नाउ सव्या, Savya, please read the paragraph. The kind old man से start कर दो please.
मैम
Page
कहाँ से?
page number 61. The kind old man. Last paragraph. Page 61.
The kind old man. The kind old man, hearing that his lord, the daimyo, was to pass along the high road near the village, set out to him, taking his basket of ashes as the train approached. He climbed up into an old withered cherry tree that stood by the wayside. Now, in the days of daimyos, it was the custom when there was a lord passed by for all the loyal people to shut up their high windows. They even pasted them fast with the slip of paper as so as not to commit the impertinence of looking down on his lordship. All the people along with the road would fall upon their hands and knees, remain prostrate until the procession passed by. The train drove
Sorry, I was muted. So the old man, he knew that the daimyo would pass through the street. Okay, so he decided he set out to see him. Set out means when you start your journey. No doubt it was a little journey. Set out means to start. So okay, so he started to see him. तो वो चला गया वहां पे street पे from where the daimyo would have been passed. So taking his basket of ashes, as the train approached, here train doesn't mean that train that runs on track. No, here train means procession. Procession means group of people. So when a king or a very rich person when passes through the road, generally there is group of people also that is there there behind him. Okay, so he climbed up into an old withered cherry tree. Withered means very dry and bare, without any flower. So there was one more cherry tree on the road. He just went there and stood by the wayside. Wayside means side of the road. On the side of the road, he started just waiting for daimyo. Now, in the days of daimyo, this is the extra information. It was the custom. Custom means ritual, rivaj tha ye, theek hai? When their lord passed by, for all the people used to shut up their windows just to show respect to daimyo. Okay, they used to shut up their windows. They even pasted them fast with a slip of paper. Even they pasted one paper also so that they could not see outside from the glass also. So they used to paste a slip of paper also, and so that not to commit impertinence. Impertinence here means disrespect, so that they should not show any kind of disrespect by looking down on the lordship. अगर आप हाई विंडो पे खड़े होकर किसी को देख रहे हो, this means you are showing disrespect, not now actually, in their days only. Nowadays you can see no problem. So they used to think that you can't look down. ठीक है, आप उनकी तरफ ऐसे down होके नहीं देख सकते. You have to just stay. He has to on the higher altitude. He has to stay on the higher altitude. और आप ऐसे उसको मुंह ऊपर करके देख सकते हो. You can't see the Lord by looking down. So all the people used to shut their windows. All the people along the road would fall upon their hands and knees. You people might have seen people in Gurdwara Sahib and in temple. Sometimes they come in this position, है ना? Hands or knees down होते हैं, जैसे माथा टेकने लगे होते हैं. So people used to sit like that to remain prostrate lying on the ground face downward. उनका face कहाँ होता था? Towards ground. Okay, hands, knees and face सारा कुछ क्या होता था? Down. Okay, so next one. The student with their videos on. Gurnoor. Gurnoor, please read the next two paragraphs.
The, the train drew near. One tall, competent man marched ahead, crying out to the people by the way, "Get down on your knees, get down on your knees." And everyone kneeled down while the procession was passing. Suddenly, the leader of the van caught sight of the aged man up in the tree. He was about to call out to him in an angry tone, but seeing he was such an old fellow, he pretended not to notice him and passed him by. So when the daimyo's penguin drew near, the old man, taking a pinch of ashes from his basket, scattered it over the tree. In a moment, it burst into a blossom. The delighted daimyo.
Blossom, yes. So two paragraphs only. So the train drew nearer. Train is again group of people. ठीक है? So it drew nearer. One tall, competent is very capable, very strong person. One man used to come in front of that procession. ठीक है? वो किसका man था? Lord का man था. ठीक है? And he used to cry that get down on your knees, get down on your knees. ठीक है? So he used to give warnings to people that you should get down on your knees because Lord is going to pass through this street. And everyone kneeled down while the procession was passing. So next one is kneel down, beta. Again, place your knees on ground. This is the meaning of kneel down. Suddenly, the leader of the van caught sight of the aged man up in the tree. Suddenly, the leader is that strong man who is giving warning to people. So he saw one aged man, this old man, beta, who is waiting for the Lord. He was about to call out to him in angry tone, but seeing he was such an old fellow, he pretended not to notice him and passed him by. तो जो ये जो इसका लीडर है, द गिविंग इज ही इज गिविंग वार्निंग. ही सॉ दैट ओल्ड मैन बट ही जस्ट फेल्ट पिटी ऑन हिम. उसको उस पर तरस आ गया. ही थॉट दैट ही इज सच अ ओल्ड मैन. I should not talk to him in angry tone. So he pretended means just to show. ठीक है? So he showed that he hadn't noticed him, so वो आगे चला गया, ठीक है, without just noticing him. And so when the daimyo's palanquin is the cart, ठीक है, it drew nearer, it came near. The old man, taking a pinch of ashes from the basket, scattered it over the tree. In a moment, it burst into blossom. So he did the same thing again. He sprinkled that ashes, ठीक है, and suddenly what happened? Many flowers came from that cherry tree. Okay, next one. Shubh, you can complete this
Yes,
page.
ma'am, but
The delighted daimyo.
the delighted daimyo ordered the train to be stopped and got out to see the wonder. Calling the old man to him, he thanked him and ordered presents of silk robes, sponge cake, fans, and other rewards to be given him. He even invited him to his castle. So the old man went gleefully home to share his joy with his dear old wife.
Yes. So the delighted daimyo. So in front of you, beta, one bare tree is there, and suddenly the flowers came, burst from there. You will feel delighted. Delighted means happy. So daimyo was so happy when he saw this wonder. Okay, so he called out the old man. He thanked him and ordered presents of silk robes. Robes क्या होते हैं? Clothes. So he gifted him silk clothes, sponge cake. ठीक है, that was very delicious. Some fans, maybe in that era fans were not there and daimyo would have some fans, ठीक है, and other rewards, and he gave him so many rewards. So he even invited him to his castle, ठीक है. So the old man went gleefully means happily, so he went happily to his house to share his happiness with the old wife, ठीक है. Okay, next is Saksham or Samarth, any one of you, you can read Vita, next one.
Yes, ma'am. But say, ma'am.
Yes, Vita.
But when the greedy neighbor heard of it, he took some of the magic ashes and went out on the highway. There he waited until a daimyo's train came along, and instead of kneeling down like the crowd, he climbed a withered cherry tree. When the daimyo himself was almost directly under him, he threw a handful of ashes over the tree, which did not change a particle. The wind blew the fine dust in the noses and eyes of the daimyo and his wife. Such sneezing and choking, it spoiled all the pomp and dignity of the procession.
Okay,
The
now
man,
Samarth, you can continue, beta. Samarth.
yes, ma'am. The man whose business it was to cry, get down on your knees, sneezed the old fool by the collar, dragged him from the tree, and tumbled him and his ash basket into the ditch by the road. Then, beating him soundly, he felt him for death.
Beta, yes, you can complete it.
Thus, the wicked old man died in the mud, but the kind friend of the dog uh, dwelled in peace and plenty, and both he and his wife lived to a green old age.
Yes, correct. So, but when the greedy neighbor heard of it, they took some, as you know that they had saved some ashes, ठीक है, with them. So they heard of the story and they thought that they should do the same. So then he waited until a daimyo's train came along. Now he was waiting for daimyo, the greedy man. Instead of kneeling down like crowd, he climbed a withered cherry tree. So the whole crowd is kneeling down is bending down, but this greedy man, this foolish man, he just went to the cherry tree. अब तक तो I think इसको समझ आ जानी चाहिए थी that dog's spirit is helping the old man, and obviously it would not help the old greedy man. So when the daimyo himself was almost directly under him, he threw a handful of ashes. So उसको sprinkle करना था pinch, but what did he do? He just threw handful. पूरा एक hand जितनी ashes he just threw over the tree, which did not change a particle. Particle, you can see the meaning even a bit. So even nothing had changed. Because the cherry tree stood the same. The wind blew the fine dust in the noses and eyes of Daimyo. Now imagine the scene. Daimyo, people are bending in front of him to show him respect, and this old man, this foolish man, what did he do? He just threw some dust and ashes towards him, and what happened? That went into the noses and eyes of Daimyo and his wife. Such sneezing and choking. So all the sneezing and choking started. So choking means difficulty in breathing. Okay? So they could not breathe properly because of that dust. Okay? It spoiled all the pomp and dignity. So pomp and dignity means the whole colorful show was there, Hana. So it spoiled all the thing, all the respect of the daimyo, all the colorful, the things, they all got spoiled. Sara kuch spoil ho gaya due to this old man. The man whose business it was to cry, जो man आपको मैंने बताया था, he used to walk in front, जो बोलता था get down on your knees. He seized the old man. He caught the old man by his collar from the shirt collar. He dragged him from the tree and then he tumbled him. वैसे fall down होता है इसका meaning, but here the meaning is threw, फेंक देना. He just threw the old man and his basket into the ditch. Ditch, beta, I just opened one this kind of thing on the side of the road. Okay, there is one stream. This is called ditch. So he threw the old man and his basket into the ditch. Okay, and then beating him soundly. Soundly means very much. Okay, deeply. So by beating him deeply, he left him for dead. So the old man, he could not bear that much beating. Okay, उससे इतना tolerate नहीं हुआ. So he died. Okay, in the mud he died, and the old couple now, which is very kind couple, now they dwelt in peace. Dwelt means to live. Okay, now they are living in peace and plenty means they are having now much money, everything, they have lots of money with them, and green old age, very healthy and active life now they are leading. Okay, Gurnoor, I think you are raising your hand, beta. Is there any question in your mind? Gurnoor, on camera
No,
you
ma'am.
are raising hand. No?
No, ma'am.
Okay, Adgun.
मैम वो आंसर्स देने के लिए किया था.
Okay, now let's discuss the question answers, then we can discuss the back exercise. So first question is, the old farmer, no need to write down, you can write down at your home, you can add your own lines, then you can note down. Quickly, you can write down the hints, but don't write the answer, okay? So the old farmer is a kind person. You have to find out the proof from the first two paragraphs, which lines show us that the old couple was a kind couple. From the first two paragraphs, you have to find out the proof. Evidence क्या होता है? Proof. ठीक है? Which lines show us? So yes, Adgun, you can speak up.
Yes, ma'am. The old couple having no children, they loved the pet as it was their baby. The kind people fed the pet with tidbits of fish from their own chopsticks and all the boiled rice it wanted. The old man, being a rice farmer, went daily with hoe or spade into the fields, working hard, and the dog followed him to work. He never beated the dog or never beated the dog as he was a kind person. He always loved it as it was his own baby.
Yes. So the proof is that first one is the kind people fed the pet with the tidbits of fish from their own chopsticks and all the boiled rice. Okay, it wanted. So this is your first evidence. You will not make points. You will write in paragraph form only that the evidence, the lines which show that the couple was a kind couple are, then you can just write down these lines. One is the kind people fed the pet with tidbits of fish from their own chopsticks and all the boiled rice it wanted. And second one is, I think you have noted down. I'm moving to the second paragraph. Even the couple was so kind that not only to the dog only, even to the birds also. Okay? The old fellow was patient and kind to everything that had life and often turned up a sword. Sword की जगह हम ground लिख सकते हो, grass लिख सकते हो, okay? On purpose to give food to the bird. So this is your second evidence. This one. The old fellow was patient and kind till end. That everything that had life, for example, birds, he used to dig up the sword on purpose to give food to the birds. So these two lines show that the old man was a very kind man. Okay? Now next one is, what did the dog do to lead the farmer to the hidden gold? Dog ने अपने जो owner है, how he managed to convince him to go to the place where the treasure was buried. Yes, Gorish.
Yes, ma'am. The dog came running to the farmer and kept on running to and fro for some minutes. Then the man followed the dog a few yards to a place when the animal began a lively scratching. The man thought that it was possibly a buried bone or a bit of fish, but then the man struck his hoe into the ground and found a pile of gold gleamed before him.
Exactly, yes. So you can write the whole paragraph. I think that will be much lengthy. So you can just pick out some of the lines from this paragraph and you can make your answer. Okay. The dog came running to him, putting his paws. This line. Just wait. So the old man thought that the pet was just playing. Okay, but the dog kept on. I think the whole ये लाइन भी आपको लिखनी पड़ेगी.
Ma'am, can I write like my answer, like it is correct or not?
It's correct, beta. It's correct.
Okay, ma'am.
So the dog kept on whining and running to and fro for some minutes. Then the old man decided to follow the dog. Okay, and then they reached the place in your own language. From here, you can write down. Followed the dog. The animal began scratching. Okay, so the old man. यहाँ से the old man struck his hoe, then a pile of gold gleamed before him. So main lines you can pick out and you can make your answer. Okay, next one is question number 3. How did the spirit of the dog help the farmer first? So in two ways he helped. You have to tell me the first one. Except Adgun and Gorish, only 2 students are raising hand. What about others, beta? What was the first way? First time उसने कैसे help की? Please tell me. Raise your hands. Yes, Madhav.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, the first way that the dog appeared in his to his dream and said, "Cut down the pine tree over my grave and make from it a mortar for your rice pastry and a mill for your bean sauce." So the ma'am, यहाँ तक क्या होगा? So the old man find a rain of gold coins.
Okay, what you have to do, your idea is correct, but आपको इसको अपनी language में बनाना है, otherwise it's correct. So one day, the first time dog helped the old man by saying that he could chop, he could get mortar and hammer from the pine tree where his dead body is buried, ठीक है, was buried. So when the old man did the same thing when he was about to make the rice pastry, he could see a heap of a pile of gold in front of him. This was the first time when he helped him. Just you have to make in your own words, otherwise the idea is correct. हाँ जी, उसने first time उसकी ऐसे help की थी by telling him to make mortar and hammer from the pine tree. ठीक है? So second time how he helped him? Second time. Again 3 students. Okay, then Adgun, you can speak up.
Yes, ma'am. The old man dreamed again, and the dog said, "Take the ashes of the mill, sprinkle them on the withered trees, and they will bloom again." And the old man awoke and went, and he sprinkled them on the withered trees, and the tree bloomed again, and the old man was rewarded by the king.
By the Lord or daimyo. Okay. So next is Gaurish. Okay, well done. So you can always make your own in your own words. Yes, Gaurish.
मैम मोस्टली आंसर सेम ही है.
Okay. So the dog came to his dream again. So he advised him to use the ashes to bloom the cherry tree or any tree. So, okay. So the old man did the same thing in front of daimyo, and he was rewarded with so many things. Okay, and he became rich again. So in your own words, write down 4 to 5 lines at least. Okay. So try to make it short in your own words. वो short तभी हो सकता है अगर आप अपने words में बनाओगे, ठीक है? Second is, why did the daimyo reward the farmer but punish his neighbor for the same act? Very easy, I think. So yes, Peter. Jasmine.
The farmer had sprinkled the ash over the withered cherry tree and it bloomed. Daimyo was pleased seeing the miracle and he rewarded by the farmer. His neighbor powdered the ash over cherry tree, but nothing happened to the tree. Finding particles from the ashes entered the eyes of the daimyo and his wife. They began to sneeze and coughing. This spoiled the splendor of
Pomp
the
and dignity. This was the pomp and dignity. Okay, so he punished the greedy man. Okay, so you can explain both the acts. Okay, when the old man sprinkled some ashes over the cherry tree, the it bloomed. Okay, the flowers just came out, flowers burst out, and the daimyo was so delighted to see the whole wonderful scene. So he rewarded the old man with the silk robes, sponge cake, fans, etc. But when the greedy man did the same thing, nothing had happened. Or instead of happening anything, what happened? The dust just went into the eyes of daimyo and his wife, and they started coughing and sneezing. And ठीक है, this spoiled the dignity and pomp of the show of the daimyo. So he punished him. ठीक है, so this was the answer. You have to narrate both the incidents in 4 to 5 lines. पहले old man का, then greedy man. ठीक है, so these were the 4 questions only. So in your fair notebooks you will obviously write 4 questions, but you know that from the chapter any question can come. So read the chapter thoroughly like we do in class, है ना? We have given I think 3 days to this chapter. I hope now it's clear to you. Any doubt in your mind, you can ask your question, then we'll move to the back exercise. Anyone can unmute and you can ask your question.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes, Peter.
मैम टेस्ट भी तो डिस्कस करना है.
Okay, we'll discuss, Peter. Aditya, I think he was asking question. Yes, Aditya.
मैम जो आपने एक पहले क्वेश्चन को आए थे कॉम्प्रिहेंशन चेक वाले में से, मैम वो करने हैं.
बेटा MCQs तो नहीं करोगे. First question you can do in fair. I think given.
मैम टेस्ट डिस्कस करना है.
Yes, Devang. Yes, I know. So page number 60. Okay, you can just do first question in your fair notebook. And you can. हाँ जी बेटा.
मैम डायमियो रिवॉर्ड क्या होता है?
Daimyo is the lord बेटा, land owner. ठीक है. And reward is the prize.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
So, beta,
I have a doubt.
in the test, yes, beta, ask your question, then I'll tell you what to.
मैम कौन सा क्वेश्चन करना है मैम फेयर कॉपी पे?
Beta, page number 60, first question. Page number 60, first question, and back exercise, 4 questions.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay. So in the test, what was the first question, Devang? Devang, are you there?
Ma'am, I am just opening the PDF.
Okay, fine. I'm also doing the same.
Ma'am, I think the question is what 3 things did Gopal do before he went to buy the Hilsa fish?
Yes, what 3 things
Ma'am,
done by Gopal? Mm-hmm. So,
the 3 things that Gopal done before he went to buy the Hilsa fish were that he first wear shabby clothes and half shaven his beard. After that, he covered himself with ash so that no one noticed the Hilsa fish in his hands.
Okay. So one by one again, first thing was that he wore, okay, instead of wear, please write down the second form. He wore shabby clothes or dirty clothes. Second, he half shaved his beard, okay. And third one is, Devang, kya tha third one?
He smeared himself with ash.
Okay.
Yes,
He covered himself. He covered himself with ashes so that no one could, okay, in place of can, you will write could, so that no one could see Hilsa fish in his hand. Now the second one, why did the king want no more talk about Hilsa fish? Yes, Harmeet.
The king wanted no more talk about the Hilsa fish because in his court some of his courtiers talked so much about Hilsa fish and said to the king that you should also saw the huge Hilsa fish. Then the king was very irritated and frustrated by his courtiers that were talking about huge Hilsa fish. Then he asked them to stop this all.
Okay, fine. Okay, it's correct, Vita. So the king was
Can we write?
most of
Can we write one line like this? So the king did not want his courtiers to waste time on these talks.
exactly you can write. So the king was irritated because all the courtiers all the courtiers were just talking about Hilsa fish. They were wasting their time. So the king did not want his courtier to waste their time on this the petty issue or this small issue. Okay, so he was frustrated and he wanted no more talks about Hilsa fish. बस एक चीज याद रखना, write in past tense please. ठीक है, only from tense part you can lose your marks, otherwise your ideas are correct everyone. ठीक है. So what was the challenge given by the king to Gopal? The challenge was that he had to come from market to the court, okay, in such a way that people should not ask him about Hilsa fish. Okay, he should get Hilsa fish in his hand, but no one should ask him about Hilsa fish. This was the challenge. तो पहले मैं आपको ट्रांसटिव इंट्रांसटिव बता रही हूँ बिकॉज टाइम इज ओवर एंड वी हैव टू जॉइन आवर नेक्स्ट क्लासेस. सो शी इज रीडिंग माय फेवरेट नॉवल. First, pick out noun. Adgun. She is reading my favorite novel. Pick out a verb, sorry. Verb. She is reading my favorite novel. Okay, Gorish.
Yes, ma'am, reading.
Reading is the verb. And now ask yourself what or whom she is reading what. You are getting answer.
Novel.
What? Novel.
Yes, ma'am, I am getting the answer of what. So the sentence, so the verb is transitive.
Yes, the verb is transitive. Now, Jasmine, are you there? Jasmine?
Yes.
He left the place in anger. Pick out verb. He left the place in anger. Left. Now ask yourself question, what or whom he left what? He left what? Place. Place. Answer again, this is transitive. First is transitive, second is transitive. Now the third one you have to speak up together. Pick out the verb. They played very well in the match.
Intransitive.
Ma'am, played intransitive.
Played
Intransitive.
Yes. Not getting
Second is transitive.
yes, someone was asking, I think. Okay, so this was a test. Still you have doubt, you can ask me tomorrow. Then we'll discuss back exercise. Okay, that is your homework. You have to do it yourself. Then tomorrow we'll do something new. Okay? Now take care, beta. Bye.